Hello, this is Jason with Noob Tech, and I'm here to review the Bucket List Cabernet Sauvignon, California screw top bottle. Probably about $5 at Tom Tom, and it pretty much tastes like a $5 wine. It's Let me taste it while I'm. Yeah, it just tastes like it's hard to describe cheap wine, but I think it tastes like you just poured it. No, like it hasn't been sitting in a barrel for very long. It hasn't aged well. It hasn't aged at all. It feels like it tastes like it was just made, and there's no depth to the taste. It just tastes like wine, not very good wine. Anyway, it's fine if you don't mind $5 wine, but I didn't like it very much. So it was making in California. So you just look at that graphic. You got to work on your graphic more. It looks like a 5-year-old drew that. Come on, man. Try some bucket list. Ooh, we'll call it bucket list, and everybody rush to the shelves, and we'll empty out the supermarket shelves in a minute because we call it the bucket list. We can scratch that off our bucket list. No, try something else. Get a better graphic, better name. It's like you're barely even trying, man. Someone decided, someone not very smart decided, someone who inherited a bunch of money decided they were going to buy a vineyard and start their own bottles. And they decided to call it Bucket List, and they thought it was a good idea. It's not. It's a stupid name. It's not a very good wine. It's a stupid bottle. I don't know if a twist off wine. Yeah, I do know. A twist off wine means cheap wine. You can at least make a fake cork and put a fake cork on there and make it look like real wine. But when you're doing a twist off wine, you're in a $5 category. Most wine is $10 wine. That's not $10 wine. I would not pay $10 for a twist off cap. That graphic sucks. And I wouldn't buy this wine unless I was poor and I can only afford $5 wine. Enough about the wine. I didn't like it. Fill your glass, fill your list, fill your life. Ooh, that's so deep. What do I want to talk to you about? What kind of intellectual bullshit do I want to partake with you? I already talked about wine a lot. I think I talked about alcoholism with you. I already talked about the coronavirus with you. I'll tell you, I wonder if this is incriminating. Crisp apple, unfiltered Angry Orchard. This will be a separate review. Um, what should we talk about? I'll talk to you about the coronavirus again. about I'll talk to you about how on this day, Monday, June 22nd, we are led to believe that there's going to be a Corona 19 virus. Um, damn, I blinked out on the name. A vaccine by the end of the year. So they have about, it's 620, 62220. So they have about 5 months before they say that they're going to have a vaccine at the beginning of the year 2021 AD, Anno Domini, year of our Lord, which is bullshit. We've never had a vaccine shorter than 4 years. That was the mumps vaccine. Mumps or mono, I'm not sure which. One of those two was only 4 years long. But that's the quickest vaccine we've ever had. And this one will be not even a year and a half, 18 months will be a year from now, June 2021, if we can find a vaccine for the coronavirus. And it's the quickest vaccine we've ever had. Then it'll break records by 2.5 years if we can find a vaccine in a year and a half since January of 2020. We don't even know if we'll have a vaccine. This coronavirus thing may be the new norm. We may have to just go back to our way of living. I hate to say this. It sounds cold as shit. We may have to just fuck our old people. I'm so sorry I said that. It sounds so mean. It sounds as mean as my thoughts that the people who don't want to pay for government think whenever they don't want a cure for cancer. Because if you have a cure for cancer, then you got to pay all those old people to sit around and do nothing and not work and live. And that costs taxpayer money to pay for their health care. They're unproductive. I don't think that people are cash cattle or revenue cattle or revenue. I don't think of people as revenue. I think of people as people. But those people who think they're better than us think of us as revenue. So that's why our fucking healthcare has cost so much, because companies are able to bribe governments into passing laws to not control our high cost of healthcare. Any regular country, every other country, knows that a healthy population is a productive population. But no, our country gets bribed by companies. Our lawmakers get bribed by companies legally, by the way. And it changes the whole story, and it makes them more important than the people because they pay more money and they bribe more money and they have super PACs. So the politicians who make the laws pay them more attention than they do the common people that vote them in. And the common people have not figured out that you can vote those stupid dumbasses out who take bribes from the rich corporations into passing laws to help the rich corporations. It's dumbfounding to me how we've let it get this far. And I don't think that we're going to use the coronavirus and the riot situation to fix this problem. We should fix all the problems right now with the coronavirus issue while we're rebooting society. Before they had us working so much that we were just so tired we weren't able to think about all the bullshit in society and all our problems. But now we can think about all the bullshit and change all our problems and make society better than it is now. We are not cattle just to make money for the rich people. We have lives. We have lives and we want to live our life and have a good life, and we want to have a good life for our children, and we want to have a healthy planet to leave our children with, and we don't want to leave our children with a lot of debt. So we need to change society, fix all the bullshit, not just the cop stuff, not just the cop abuse to the black people. Let's fix all society to where when we're done with the coronavirus, it's a new world. Not just cops not beating up the citizens saying, "Stop resisting, sir," while they're beating us up. Let's change the whole society. Let's make it to where we're not making other people rich with our lives. Let's make life not about making people rich. That's my whole point of this conversation tonight is let's make life not about making other people rich. Cuz that's bullshit. Let's make the government work for the people again, and let's vote out the people who don't want to change the rules that you cannot bribe the governments. This is not a country run by rich people. It's a government run by the people. Not the rich people, the people. Not an oligarchy, the democracy. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will drop some more knowledge on you. Sorry, I had to say that for the young people. In the future, and I'll review more wines. This one sucks. Don't buy for your bucket list. It's just mediocre. Good night.